Closed book exams. Dear Larry, I can't use outlines on exams. I've watched your videos on how to outline. I was wondering if you had any tips or video covering mental outlines on how to exam prep. If you can't bring in an outline, do I just cram as much as I can and run the hypos without an outline? Any tips that you have would be much appreciated. Your courses. Okay, I'll avoid embarrassing myself. Generally speaking, you study basically the same way, except you still do an actual outline. Let me. So this is what might not be obvious about it. Even if you're not allowed to bring an outline into class, I still into your exam, I still suggest that you do one, assuming that you're taking the practice exams. You will do more work in trying to memorize your outline a bit more. But that's about it. You still take exams. And I think you should still use your outline on your practice exams for quite a while. And if you can get if you have enough time at the very end, do one or two without the outline and see how well you're doing. The one thing I would say is that a closed book exam is not as different from an open book exam as you would think. In other words, you've got to have most of it in your head, and you'll be surprised how much is at your fingertips as you take a later exam if you've really diligently done the kind of work that I suggest you should do. A lot of the issues are going to leap out at you, or you need to have access to them fast enough. So that you're not overly relying on your outline. If your exam is open book, you kind of want to do a couple of rounds of reading the text of the exam, the actual fact pattern, and then you scribble down the ones that light bulbs are just popping off everywhere. You spot those issues, you kind of analyze them, as scratch paper or notes before you type up your exam. And then maybe you'll use an outline and go over it. I mean, this is what I did on exams, because I would go in and do the fastest work possible in kind of identifying issues that I knew that I'd want to address and kind of outlining that. And then I would go maybe do that 2 or 3 times looking at the facts. And then I would go over my outline for, as inspiration to see if I'd missed any additional issues. So you can see from that, like, I might have still gotten all the issues that I'd gotten without going back to my outline. So for the sake of speed, ultimately, the outcome will not be different. I think basically your last couple exams, practice exams, will be slightly different. You would do those correct under actual exam circumstances as much as possible, and then you just walk in with nothing but the change and keys that you have in your pocket, if you have pockets.